morning, guys. Just decided that we should do a tutorial today. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the fun palettes that we've decided to pick up at Walgreens, and we're going to use the Magnolia palette, which is this one, with the white and the peach and the purple. So what we're going to do is, I learned this trick from a friend of mine who I told her I have a lot of these colors that are just so powdery that I didn't know what to do with them. And they would just completely get all over the place if you tried to apply them and blend them and everything. And this is a little thing that she had told me to try, and I'm going to pass it along to you. Now, I already want you to put on your base coats and your primers and your highlighters and everything else that you have to do. And then I want you to take one of your brushes, your eyeshadow. Now I'm using a large eyeshadow brush, nothing special, just a regular eyeshadow brush. And you're going to take it, and I've already got some water down here, and you're going to dampen it. You'll probably hear the little container that I have swivel. You just want it damp. You don't want it anything spectacular. You just want it a bit damp. Not totally wet, because then you will ruin the eyeshadow then. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it in our first color, which would be that white that you saw. And I'm trying to do this one-handed, so please bear with me here. You put it in the white, and these come out so pretty when you do this, though. Once you get the white loaded on your brush, you want to take it, and first we want to hit the inside line here, just to make sure that we have that already, and then you want to press it with your finger so it's not so bright, because you just want that optical illusion that your eyes are bigger, but you don't want really the color show. So it comes out like that. It's not too bright. It's just right there. And then what you want to do is you want to take your brush again and go back into the white. And of course, I have to loosen up this white a bit because it's just not loose. For some reason today, it just wants to be difficult. And you want to take it and you want to go up by your brow line just to make it look like it has more depth. And because it's wet, you can actually smooth it out. This is a pretty good trick, especially with the high-angle powders that we have. You want to do that as well to the under of your other eyebrow. And you want to just take it and smooth it out, so it doesn't really look like it's there. Okay? Then what you want to do is go and pick up your orange, and that goes in the center of your lid. This is kind of cool. See how you don't even have to build this? You just place it in the center, and normally it'd be down here, it'd be over here, it'd be over here, it'd be over here. No, no more. Now, I never thought of this until she gave this idea to me, and I had no clue that you could actually do this and not have to worry about building up the color, because the color goes on so pretty. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it goes on like a shimmery, peachy kind of pink. Let's see. You can get the color to go down so you can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how peachy pinky it is? And that's actually on my lid. I've got hooded eyes, so it's just like, oh, check that out. Okay. Now that you've got that, you want to make sure that you have it on enough to where you see the peach. Now I only have the pink on, the pink part, So I'm going to make that just a little bit darker. And that's just in the center of the eye. There's a method to my madness. You just want it directly in the center of it. And same thing on the other side. Just in the center. Okay? Now once you got those two on, you're going to give your brush just a little bit of white. And then I want you to do is, which I'm going to have to fight with it, is I want you to go back into the white. Because for some reason this white doesn't want to cooperate. This is the first time I've had to deal with it. So you want to take the white and you want to go right next to it by the waterline, by your tear duct. As if you can see right here, right next to it. You want to make sure it kind of overlaps on to the pink. Can you see that? Like that. And yes, I am the only person who can actually do this. I cannot see what I'm doing. I'm looking in the mirror and looking in the camera at the same time. So, yeah. And then, what I want you to do is I want you to do it to the other eye. Thankfully, I know how to do this one because I did it yesterday. So, and you want to bring it, as always, up and over the other color. Just a tad. Remember, this is like painting with watercolors when you do this. So, you really don't have to worry about anything getting anywhere. You don't have dropouts here. You don't have dropouts here. The best part is the next part. You want to clean off that brush because, well, you're not going to be using it anymore. You're going to be going into, and of course, I'm a bad girl. I didn't clean off my brushes from yesterday, so I'm kind of doing that real quick in the meantime. You want to pick up the purple that's in the center, and I've got an angled eyeshadow brush, which you guys know is my favorite. And you want it at the edge of the eye, where that color ended. Okay? And remember to go up a little bit over the first color. And you want it out from your eye. Triangle it out from your eye. That is the only cat eye you're going to get. Is triangled out. And if it's not wet enough, please go back and re-wet, because apparently mine wasn't, and of course I have to go back over it, which isn't a big deal, because then my cat's eye is going to stick out just a little bit, and it's going to be darker than it was before. But that's okay. And see, it comes out like that. Now, of course, I got a little bit of too far, but there. That's exactly what that looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll brighten it up if you can see it. And that's what it is. You've got the purple, you've got your peachy, and you've got your white. Now, the purple is going to stand out a lot more, so you can go back and you can make it darker or what have you. Me, I like it to stick out, but that's just me. Because I'm just that way. I also don't have a rough line. Now, remember, I've got these hooded eyes. Even though, you know, they're gorgeous in color, it is very, very hard to have my eyes like this. And to make any kind of a V, because when you do, neither side ends up the same. Which is kind of funny because both of my eyes are the same. Okay. Now that both of my eyes are the same, you want to wait for this to dry before you do anything. Because, of course, it's wet, and it's really, really weird when it's wet. I usually have a fluffy brush to do this with, but I don't know where I put Goss's brushes. And, oh, yes, I do. It's right here. I know. Why is no one ready? Okay. Let's see. Do I even have his brush in here? Probably not. Well, I have one. Don't know what happened to the other one. Not happy about it. Haven't seen it in a couple days. Left my door open. It was sitting on the counter, so probably took a powder. But I am going to place some more color on here of the peach because it really is not showing up. And just remember, you can make it as dark or as light as you want. But eventually, you're going to end up blending it in. So it's not going to really matter. I also want to take more of the white and add that in to the end by the water, by your tear ducts. And then up by your brow. Yes, I know, it looks really, really dark, but it's really, really pretty once it's done. Now, I have, fluffing out the brush here, a bit for this before the brush actually can touch it. Smoothing out underneath my eyebrows here with my fingers, because I don't want to hit it with the brush. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, and I'm in tiny little circles, smooth out one part. We'll start at the center, okay? And then you want to wipe that off. Then you want to go into the white, bring the white over. And then wipe that off. Then you want to go in, and if your line for your purple is too harsh, you can sit there and fluff it out a bit so it's not so harsh of a line. So it kind of looks like that. I don't know if you can see that. Check that out. How nice that looks. It's a purple transition. And across the bottom you want to blend all three so it almost looks like a brown. And then you want to wipe off your brush. And you want to do the same here. Start in the center. And then wipe it off. Go to the white. Wipe it off. Go to the purple. And you just want to soften that up a bit. And that's that. Now, I've brought with me my black liner, which you want to take and you want to put on the waterline. And I had to pull you over here. You want it on the bottom and up. Now, this is very hard to do one-handed. Even worse to do when I have to look in the camera. Because usually I used to use 2 hands on this. And then on the bottom, waterline. So you get that. Now, what I want to do is I take a lip liner, and this has been with me for a long time, and it's a brown, and I want to half line my lips, which means you start from the top at my bow, cut it down, in the bottom, bring somewhat in, and then I have a special surprise. This new peachy pink color. Now, I was going to use a lip brush, but you know what? I really don't want to be spending all that much time. See the color? It's an ombre. Okay. Now, you've got them, and you're probably wondering, you don't have a blush color. Here's the cute thing. I was playing with this palette, and I have a blush brush sitting here. And what you want to do is you want to just pick up a little bit of the color, and you'll understand when you go across your cheeks with it, which is funny. This is funny because it doesn't give you a dark color. Okay, it gives you a highlighted peach color, which you can't even see because my skin tone is just about, a shade darker. I don't know if you can see that. No, probably not. Let's see. Nope, you can't. Sorry, guys. Now, you can follow this up with your mascara, which I'm probably going to do. I'm going to try to get this open while you guys are on camera. Sorry. Guess it would help if I opened it the right way. I'm going to use my Bombshell mascara, and we're just going to do the top. Very easy. Make sure you get your baby lashes at the side. So you want your angel eyes. And then you want to do the opposite side. Now, I usually coat downward and then up, and I just don't feel like it today. Going through all of that trouble. Because this is one of those peachy purple sensual looks that you can use for a night out, which I've softened up so we can use for daytime. Now, if you want, which I'm going to do, and you won't hear me do this much, but I'm going to hit my bottom line only because we don't have any liner really there, except for on that waterline. So this is the look. You've got the purple, the peachy pink, and then the white of the palette of LA Colors Magnolia. We've got an ombre lip, And we've got the CoverGirl Bombshell Mascara with the Almay blendable eye pencil for the liner. And that's about it. 1, 2, 3. No muss, no fuss. Guys wanted a shimmery purple. If you want extra color, you can add some sparkles, but not me. Bye, guys.